Welcome back with another one. Welcome back. This Uncle Willie. I'm talking to all the mothers, all the fathers out there, parents, uncles, aunties, grandma, granddad, caretaker, right? I'm gonna go on a little rant about these car prices today. You know, you got a house full of kids, you need a decent sized vehicle, right? You go to these car lots, man, everything $100,000. You got 5, 6 people you trying to go on road trips with. Like when we was younger, something that's gonna be comfortable, float down that road. Man, Chevy, this one and that one, they want $100,000+. They just came out with the Expedition EXL, like Expedition Max. Chevy got the Suburban, $90,000 trucks, man. Working folks, we can't afford that. But you still want to take them kids on road trips and all these things. Family activities. Maybe pull a boat, pull a little camper, cause that's real big right now. Right. Let me walk with you. Walk with Uncle Willie. Walk with Uncle Willie. Right here, what we got is a 2001 Ford Excursion Limited. Right? Yeah, the paint might not be 100% perfect, and for those of y'all that's looking at that tailpipe, yeah, I know. I got a little clear coat to fix, under the windows. Right? You see it, Power Stroke diesel, 4x4 locking hubs. Right? Get you something like this. Right? Don't be intimidated. Don't be scared of it. This'll still get you down that road. Right, let's open this thing up. Let's see what happens. All right, let's open this thing up. Right, it's a diesel. Let's start it up here. This a cold start. Everybody who like cold start videos. Wait to start, go out. Focus. Right. Get you something like this here. Right. You got your little leather seats. You got your little TVs. Let's turn this down. Right, you got your little TVs and stuff. Just open it up. Right. You got your little leather interior. You got your third row back there. Right, and you got more cargo space. Right, and this being the Limited, let's see what happened. You got your little TV for the kiddos. Right, it's a diesel, right? But you don't have to get diesel. I wanted the diesel. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the diesel platform. Right, give me a little better tow mileage. You see what it says? Power Stroke Turbo diesel. I wanted to get the diesel. Right, just the man in me. But they come in 5.4 V8s. They come 10 cylinders. They come with that 7.3 diesel. Right, these could be had well under $100,000. Right? I'm gonna redo the clear coat. But hauling your kids down the road, going on vacation, right? Pulling the old boat, or RV, camper. This can't do it. Let me know, cuzos. The excursion can't pull it. And when I say well under 100,000, well under 100,000. You know, how many miles this thing got? They say these 7.3 diesel engines, right? They get 1 million miles. They get a whole bunch of miles, way more than what these new cars will give you. This particular one has 330,000 plus miles on it. Fire right up. Cold start. You see the hand? Focus. You see the hand? All the way on C. That was a dead cold start of a diesel. Right? Ford Excursion 2001. Right? It held up pretty good. You know, get you some good tires on it. Right? I'm running the VF Good Wrenches. If y'all can see that. VF Good Wrench. 265, 75, 16s. Right? And go down that road, man. Load them kids up. Load y'all stuff up. You know, it don't take a whole bag of money how they want people to think. Everything 100,000, 100,000. You know, you got a couple kids, some in-laws, some people you trying to just spend time with. Let me turn this off. Right? It's probably a little noisy. Let me turn this thing off. Hold on. So y'all can hear me. Right? You don't gotta spend 100,000, man. Man, we working people. Right? We still want to enjoy time with our family, our loved ones. You know, everybody who's near and dear to our heart. And we don't have $100,000 to buy these new vehicles with all this plastic and all these inferior parts that just go end you up right either on the side of the road or in the dealership for a warranty claim. You know, I don't care what manufacturer. All the top 3, top 5, recall after recall, transmission, sensors, relays, motor blowing up, transmissions blowing up, you know, diesels, the emissions on these new diesel vehicles. See, this is pre-emissions. So there's no death, no SCR, no decomp tubes, no DPL filter, no SCR, none of that emission stuff, right? Just raw diesel, like it was supposed to be. I put diesel, clean diesel, changed my oil, my fuel filters, my air filters. You seen it, 300-something thousand miles. Toot toot, where you want to go, boss? That's what that truck say to me. Y'all look at the truck, not me. Hold on. Right? She got a little wear on her. Right? You seen 300-something thousand miles. Right? But she get down the road good. You know, AC, good tires, motor fire right up. You know, now you got to put a little money into them. You know, but it ain't gonna be 100,000. Right? On this particular model that I have, make sure you got some good tires. Make sure your fuel filters change, your oil change, air filter change, certain little sensors on there, right? And I just did the mods. You'll see the bigger exhaust pipe on it, right? Well, let me show you that. Right, let's walk around. You know, that's a bigger exhaust pipe. You know, that's a 4-inch coming all the way back from the turbo back to the back of the truck. You know, let this beast breathe a little better. Then the next set of modules get you on diesel. Went and got me some gauges. Your pyro for your ETGs, turbo, trans, temp, right? Only for diesel. Then I run with the hydro chip program on it. Put your little radio in there, you know. But what I'm saying is, right, it might not be 100% perfect, like you going to Barrett Jackson or a car show. But to hold kids around, family around, pull a camper, pull a boat, consider these older vehicles, man. You know, everything don't have to be 2025, 2026, family. You know, you find you something that somebody had for a number of years, and they could tell you the history on the vehicle, right? They could tell you the history on the vehicle. They could let you know, man, it's a good girl right here, man. You know, we always did our maintenance, we always did this, and we always did that, right? And then go into it knowing that, okay, I got it for a reasonable price, right? Find you a good mechanic. If you can't find a good one, this same platform you watching me on, YouTube, there's plenty of videos, how-tos, DIYs. You know, watch you some of those videos, right? But yeah, you know, something like this, I don't care what vehicle they come out with, right? You'll be hard pressed for them to come out with anything as big as this Excursion. The towing capabilities for your RV, your boat, your camper, your toy hauler, plus the people hauler inside, 7, 8 people comfortably in there, pulling your RV, your boat, your camper, whatever, right? You'll be hard pressed, even though it's 2001, you'll be hard pressed to find anything now that this cannot do, right? You might do it with a prettier paint job. You might do it with a bigger touchscreen. You might do it with whatever little creature comforts inside. When it come down to the get down, right? Dollar for dollar, right? Hauling people, pulling weight, going down the road, parking this thing, and living life and enjoying yourself. You'll be hard pressed to beat it, right? And so my channel pretty much, right? Me personally, I'm for the working man and the working woman, right? I got 4 kids, you know, mortgage, just like the next man and woman that's out here still trying to fight that fight with these insurance companies and property taxes and things breaking left and right, but still trying to keep your home, right? And still trying to keep vehicles that allow you the freedom and the flexibility to enjoy your family, you know, and not feel like you're getting taken advantage of at these car dealerships, you know. So, I mean, each one teach one, each one reach one, man. This was pretty much just a video about looking back a little bit. You know, don't let anybody make you feel like older is not good, can't do the job, not capable of doing the job, right? At the end of the day, man, you want more money in your pocket than money on bills. So you want the flexibility, man. Right now, we have to rethink what they call the American dream, right? And what I mean by rethink it, we don't always have to get everything that comes out, man. You know, we gotta get the iPhone 20, 21, 23, 25. You know, whatever the newest thing is, man, they make us feel as though we have to run to it. You know? No, man. Consider something like this You know what I'm saying? Ford Excursion is a good platform. You could go gas if you want to. You know, nothing wrong with that. You know, but enough of that, man. Be encouraged, family. You know, I know it's getting crazy and crazier. We living in crazy times, right? But just, if I leave you with one message, and it's a message that if you come to my house, or you ride by, or walk by, this is the message. And with that, family, peace.